Two things break in seconds: a glass and democracy. Once shattered, putting them back together is never the same. The crisis of democratic order. A deep dive. Democracy is often celebrated as the ultimate form of governance built on participation, freedom, and accountability. But what happens when the very systems designed to protect these values begin to crumble from within? This is the essence of the crisis of democratic order, a phrase that carries more weight today than ever before. The roots of the crisis. The crisis doesn't start with a coup. It begins quietly. Institutions are slowly weakened, opposing voices are labeled anti-national, and executive power grows unchecked. The balance between the judiciary, legislature, and executive designed to keep each other in check begins to tilt. Elected leaders with growing popularity start treating public support as a license to override institutions. Laws are passed with little debate, media outlets grow biased, and dissent becomes dangerous. And the scariest part? It all happens legally within the framework of democracy itself. Lessons from history. In the 1970s, India witnessed a direct assault on its democratic fabric during the emergency. Fundamental rights were suspended, opposition leaders jailed, and press freedom curbed. While the country eventually restored democracy, the cracks left behind remained deep. Globally, countries like Hungary, Turkey, and even the United States have shown symptoms of democratic decline, often under the leadership of elected officials. These aren't military dictatorships. These are governments that use democratic tools to dismantle democratic values. The modern-day signals. Today's crisis doesn't always come with tanks on the street. It comes with disinformation flooding social media, polarized politics replacing dialogue, public trust in institutions vanishing, leaders who refuse to accept election results, journalists labeled as enemies of the state. We are witnessing a new kind of democratic erosion, one where people still vote, but the essence of democracy fades. Why it matters? When democratic order breaks down, it's not just politics that suffers. Minorities feel unsafe. Judiciary loses independence. The press becomes propaganda. The next generation grows up without knowing what real freedom looks like. This is not about left versus right. It's about power versus accountability. Can it be stopped? Yes, but only if people care. Democracy survives not because of politicians, but because of citizens who hold them accountable. Speaking up, voting responsibly, protecting institutions, and defending the rights of others even when we disagree are what keep democracies alive. Conclusion. The crisis of democratic order isn't a distant threat, it's a present reality. But history has shown that when people rise with courage and conscience, democracies can heal. The question is, will we notice the warning signs before it's too late?